We're in the midst of a pandemic, and I think the UK is about to go into lockdown. So I thought if I'm going to be in for a few weeks, months, whoever knows, I want to do my hair. So I decided to go back to the old bob faux lock thing, but this time I used Marley twist hair. So if you want the full deets of how I did it, stay tuned. So I'm starting on just a wash and go that hasn't had anything really done to it. I've ran the shower through it. And I'm just getting off all of the excess water. Where is everything I need? Oh my god, that's where I'm all grey. So now I am going to attempt to separate my hair into 4 quadrants. The partings don't have to be specifically neat. I'm not one for ultimate straight partings. I grew up in a white neighbourhood. I only just learned how to use my afro. But I'm going to get it into 4 basic sections. Struggling. Take that out. Do it again. Okay. Now, at the front it's easier to get straight partings because you can see, oh my god, these greys. I have a theory that that must be where my pineal gland is, because my third eye is just spraying wisdom into that part of my head. Okay, so any second now I should be ready to go with these 4 sections. We have 1 and now 2. Last one. Please God, let it happen. Shower dripping all over my face and everywhere right now. Excess water everywhere. I'm going in with some hair mayonnaise. I actually got this massive tub for only £8 from beauty suppliers, so I'll have in that. And I'm going to work that into all 4 sections and twist each section into 2 twists. The Tangle Teaser is amazing. I've used it in comparison with that 4-prong brush that was going around. The Tangle Teaser just is so much better than that. And you just want to keep going through with the Tangle Teaser until it goes through without any tangles, because it has teased them. So 2 twists, 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom of each segment. Oh yeah, get in there. Get away. Shayla decided to join me, so she's gonna practice on throwing, toing and throwing with mummy. Now we're gonna bake this for about 45 minutes to an hour under a shower cap, and then we're gonna secure the shower cap with a headscarf. Here it is. No, I want it the other way. The other way is cuter. So it's the triangle coming forward, wrapping it around the back, and then taking that top triangle piece, folding it over, and then wrapping it underneath. So I have rinsed out the leave-in conditioner with the hair still in the twists. I'm giving it a really good rinse, but it doesn't really matter if a little bit of the residue is left on there, because we're going to add more leave-in conditioner and a curling custard, twisting custard thing by Auntie Jackie's onto each section. Constantly looking for stuff. Where does it all go? Right, so I've got my one small section now, and I'm going to section that into 3 sections. So each eighth is now going to be separated into 3. So the whole back section are just going to be twisted, but to hold the twist in, I like to start with a plait that down for a few, and then separate it into 2, and then take that twist all the way down, twisting as much as possible in one section before you move down to the twist is tight. So again, I'm starting with the small plait and then taking it into a 2-strand twist. Plait, and then twist it. So here is my bottom 8th, and I got 4 plaits out of that. Over to the other side, and just going to continue that around the back of my head and a little bit onto the sides. This one is in real time, so you have an idea of how long this took me, but altogether, if I took out the breaks, which there were many, it would have taken about 2 hours to do straight. The partings at the back are obviously done as best as I can, but I can't see behind my head, and the hair is going to be covered in afro anyway, so I don't think the partings really matter too much as long as there's hair not being pulled from like random sections. I need a break. One more to go, and then I'm going to have a break indeed. So I'm using 2 products, the leave-in conditioner and the curling custard by Auntie Jackie's. I ended up putting extensions in some of the side ones because once I'd finished the look, it filled it in a bit better, but the idea was to not use too much hair in my head because I still wanted to keep it quite lightweight. So the side section is done, but I would suggest not doing too many plaits too high up if you are going to be adding extension hair with it. I'm using the Afro Marley twists. I'll put a picture up. I tried to split it in half, but it didn't really work because it is quite finely dreaded together, so I scrapped that idea. So instead I'm going to interlock the two sections at the top with a loop, and that will help me determine how long I want each bit. So it's pretty much the length that you do is how long it will come out when you twist it. I thought before that it wasn't like that, but it is. I learned the hard way. You don't have to. This is going to be where I'm going to want the most length to bring that bob down and create that shape of a short, cute bob. And I'm going to go for a side parting because there's less greys there. So for each section, I'm going to cut it in half, loop, try the loop, loop the loop, loop these together so you have the loop at the top, and that will help you determine how long you want the section. The phone just went on my phone now, and it looked like I just was answering that in the video. That's so weird. Anyway, I'm gonna get my cream, and I want this section to be quite smooth so that I can loop the loop around the base of the hair, pull that to the side, and that's where you're going to start your 3-section plait. Again, plait it down for a few, and then we're going to take it into a twist. It really hurts as you're twisting it, so if you have someone who can hold the base for you as you twist it, that really helps, because that is a scalper right there. Twist all the way to the ends, and if you have one end that's slightly shorter than the other, just spread the hair from the other side so that they are quite even as you go down the bottom. See that little lobster claw there? We don't want that. We want it to be 2 equal sides to twist down. I'll trim it off at the end to get the sort of pointy shape, and you can really shape this hair quite well. You can just sort of mould it into that cute little tucked under bob. So finishing the top up. Coming in for the home stretch now, so obviously the partings are slightly neater, a bit more uniform, and same method, plaiting through the top and then taking that into a 2-strand twist and adjusting the sides where necessary. Okay, we're on to the last one. Yay! Let's do this thing. I'm just using that clip to just hold the base because honestly, as it twists, it really does hurt the scalp. So that clip hurts as well. If you have another person there, get them to hold that base. Then look at my head on, then look at my head on you. That's basically the song I was singing. Doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. Get it done, get it done. Come on. Fingers are cramping, but I am loving it. Right, final touches. Some of the twists might have little lumps and bits of your own hair that are coming out, and this is what the gems are for. What we do, we just cover up our imperfections. Learning while doing my own hair. Philosophical, even. And that is it done. Just fluff it out, sort of move it in the position you want it. I ended up filling out some of these side bits the following day because I wasn't feeling the shape in the morning, because when I slept on it, it just didn't feel that full on the sides. But this is the finished faux lock bob dread cute little cutesy thing. I don't know, mini twists, faux locks, threads, whatever. It's the end times. If you do decide to try this style out, which I encourage you to do, send me your pictures. You can DM me on Instagram at miskmore with a Y.